Welcome witches and wizards. Today we're gonna take a look at some more award-winning mods in Hogwarts Legacy. As you know, CurseForge, the sponsor of today's video, is running the Goblet of Mods Hackathon, which brings us a ton of new features, new spells, mini-games, gameplay enhancements, and every week 10 mods win $500 each. From the past 4 weeks, we've seen incredible mods in various categories: world building mods, gameplay mods, cosmetic mods, and today we're going to focus on the week 5 winners. But before we get our Gobstones in a row, I want to quickly give an update on the week 2 winner that now has brought us even more spells. This award-winning mod by Kihone95 has brought us a set of brand new spells in Hogwarts Legacy, 8 of which I mentioned in my previous video, but that number has now risen to 15. And these new spells are Babilius, a charm that emits a flash of white sparks from caster's wand, delivering a concussive blast that deals damage and slightly knocks back the opponents. Levicorpus Maxima violently launches the target high into the air, suspending them far above the ground before gravity takes effect. It's almost like the Depulso off the cliff, but you don't need the cliff now. Episce, a healing charm, works like a maximized version of the Wiggenweld potion by restoring all health, though it does take a bit longer to cast it than quickly reviving a little bit of health by drinking the potion. Ventus generates a powerful gust of wind at the target, lifting them into the air and pushing them back. It is perfect to push back large groups of enemies and disrupt their assault. Apparition Maxima. Unlike the root spell Apparition, where a charm teleports the caster towards the direction of their sight, Apparition Maxima allows the user to instantly relocate without precise aiming. Voltavere. This spell now belongs to the category of unforgivable curses. It summons a violent storm of arcane lightning that strikes all in its vicinity, sending unpredictable bolts surging through the air, electrocuting and stunning anything caught within. And lastly, we have Fiendfyre, a cursed inferno that engulfs everything in its path and incinerates foes with terrifying intensity. And here it takes the form of the absolutely stunning fire tornado. Though again, just like with Voltavere, it does take some time to cast it, and it kind of looks like Fire Dumbledore in Half-Blood Prince. So you gotta make sure that you don't have enemies attacking you just like we do when those enemies attack us with Fiendfyre. So yeah. Which spell, by the way, do you like here the most? I think Levicorpus Maxima is my favorite here. It's not accurate to the lore, but I absolutely love how it yanks them so high in the air. For the longest of times, the fans have been asking for the addition of more mini-games in Hogwarts Legacy, and that is finally starting to happen with the first edition of Gobstones Mod. Once enabled, go to the Viaduct Courtyard in front of the entrance hall, where you will find 3 groups of students gathering around 3 rings. Simply approach any of them and start the game. There are 3 versions of Gobstones: Classic, Jackstone, and Snake Pit. In the Classic version, your job is to knock out the most stones than your opponent to win the game. At the start of the game, your Gobstone is positioned at the outer circle, where you can use different keys to move the Gobstone around the arena, change its launch direction, as well as raise or lower your strength of a launch. If you manage to keep your Gobstone inside the arena, in your next turn, you will continue from its last location. The first player that knocks out 7 Gobstones wins. In the next version, a Jackstone is summoned to the center of the arena. Your goal is to keep at least one of your stones closer to the Jackstone than your opponent. At the end of the 4th round, the closest stone to the Jackstone wins. But be careful not to knock Jackstone out of the arena, which will result in an automatic loss. In the Snake Pit version, you have a pit at the center of the arena. Your goal is to have one of your Gobstones closest to the pit after 4 rounds. But be careful, as your opponent can knock your Gobstone into the pit to improve their chances of winning. Okay, I have a suggestion. So how about you make a version where you also leave the opponent's input open for another input. So basically, if you have a friend present with you in real time, you can just pass the controller and they throw the Gobstone, then you switch and you play together like that. Or, for example, have multiple inputs, so you and your friend play against the AI. But anyways, like, I love the fact that we're getting these mini games now in the game, because my favorite version about this is that you get to hang out in the castle, just there in the courtyard. You're spending time, right? Listening to the music, listening to the sound effects, to the chatter. Like, I just spent here the entire night and met the sunrise in the castle. That type of ambient presence and experience in Hogwarts Legacy is exactly what we were looking for. And I really hope Wizard's Chess is on the way as well. So, you know how the Death Eaters fly/apparate with this smoky trail effect behind them? And then the members of the Order of the Phoenix, they have the white one. So now you can appear as one of the Order of the Phoenix members flying through the air thanks to the AurorFlight mod. I think this one is going to be up there next to my top favorite broom mods, right after Hagrid Broom. Honestly, I think this one is self-explanatory. It is a PS1 Hagrid, and you fly it. And what else do you need in your life? Beautiful. By the way, guys, if you are getting inspired by any of these mods to create your own, you should. And you should hurry up to get into the competition. You still have a chance to become one of the Week 6 winners, win $500, and enter a chance to be part of the grand winners starting in April, and a chance to win $5,000. The total prize pool to mod authors is $125,000. And you know, it doesn't have to be only about gameplay or spells. You can bring a unique look to a character in the game, like the set of this week's award-winning Cosmetic mods. And now sit down, walk. Category is stunning. Perfectly in time for the World Cup season, the new Quidditch outfits and accessory is here to help you score. Feeling a bit witchy today? Well, don't worry, Tiffany has got you covered with the Whimsical wardrobe featuring a set of 12 unique outfits. Never used Unforgivables? And always a goody two-shoes? Well, own it, sister, with a crown of light. Or darkness, if you do walk on the wild side. And honestly, I do think we need way more Quidditch outfits in the game. And also, the option to switch the outfits for the NPCs, which is exactly what this next mod does. Summer's End Mini Pack by Midnight 20 is changing the looks of our NPCs, including Gareth Weasley, Ominous Gaunt, Sebastian Sallow, and Amit Thakar. The style is an ode to the last days of summer before fall. I honestly think that is so cool that we now see different mod creators bringing features into the game that so many people were missing in Hogwarts Legacy. And I feel like the game is different now in a combination with all these mods. But guys, which of these mods did you like the most? And if you could make a Hogwarts Legacy mod, what would it be? If you want to still go for it, there's still time to submit your mod to become Week 6 winner, so submit now to win $500. Make sure to check out the link in the description for more information. I'd like to say once again, thank you, CurseForge, for sponsoring this video, and you guys for making it all the way back to the end of the video. But guys, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe button, and all the other buttons of that nature. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.